afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Valley Spotlight, on location once again today at
Magic Tree Pub and Eatery.
Look, it's right here. It's the Magic Tree.
It's almost 10 years of this,
Yes.
and our good friend Rudy, John Rudy, but nobody calls him John. Everybody calls him Rudy. Thank you for inviting
No problem.
us.
Thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate you guys coming and joining us.
We're so happy to be here. Are you kidding me? It's been a long time since I've been here because of COVID and all those things. And I used to live just right around the corner, but this was a place that Mike and I fell in love with a long time ago.
Yeah, that you guys were telling me, and still, even with the new ownership, haven't changed much.
How long have you owned it, John?
It's going on 4 years now. 4 years since we've been here.
Okay, and you didn't change much, like you said,
No,
right?
nothing. Kind of just still rolled, supporting local and doing the local beers and local foods and donations, helping the community, nonprofits. So we just kind of kept rolling with Phil and Sandy did, and we're still going 10 years later.
I love to see that, and so many restaurants think, okay, I'm going to take over the space, I'm going to reinvent it, it needs to be reinvigorated, that whole menu needs to change. To hear someone say that in this industry is incredibly thoughtful and kind, and gives credit where, that's where they started, and you're just continuing it.
Yeah, I really felt their mission when I came here, and that was a big reason why they felt comfortable transitioning into it. Again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's kind of how I think.
You just said that.
Again, we've been good. We've seen a lot of great business, still a lot of support from the community. We just had a great week with St. Pat's and everything. So
I wanted to ask you about that. I'm still in the St. Patrick's Day mode a little bit. If you've driven by here at all in the last week, you saw the giant tent. So it's nice when the weather cooperates. Isn't it?
Tomorrow, or for the St. Pat's was 68, and we were
super busy.
Super busy. But the staff was amazing. The guests were amazing. Everybody stepped up. Everybody was in overtime this week, and they were working hard and did it. And our tight-knit family here at Magic Tree just all worked well together and stepped up.
Why did you decide to hit the gas pedal on that and just take it to another level in the first place?
You know what? St. Pat's has always been a big holiday for me. And the last 2 years...
You are speaking to the Mike Case choir. Yeah. It's like the Mike Case
Christmas. If all of you people would start doing that, then we'd be all set.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But the last couple of years, it's been down and out. So 2 years ago, I had the tent up, and 2 days before the party, that's when we got shut down.
Right.
So I was on a mission to get back to where we were.
Yeah.
So that one was about 4,800 square feet. This one's 7,600 square feet.
Double it.
Yeah. So it's time. This has always been a great community with St. Patrick's Day and celebrating. I just want to see people get back out and have fun again and smile and laugh and some normalcy again. And it was amazing.
And your menu, like you said, you didn't change much. The giant pretzels.
Yeah, you want to take us around?
All the dips are still here.
Yeah. I'm having vegan pierogies today.
They're 100% vegan-made pierogies, handmade by the pierogi lady in Akron.
You would never even know
And you have a lot of vegan things on the menu, right?
Yeah, we have a couple other vegan. We have lettuce cups that are vegan. We have a 100% vegan burger, vegan bun, vegan cheese, vegan bacon, vegan mayo. There's not a lot of restaurants that offer vegan menu items. So I have a lot of friends, too, that go out, and they love to come here now because their friends are vegan and they're not vegan. So now they can come here and get their wings and their short braised ribs, and then their friends can get the vegan.
Right. Let's save these till the next time you're on, and we'll talk more about them.
I feel like Michael needs to try that vegan burger. We need to make him.
I take a big bite out of it. You can get the big smash on it.
I feel like that's a good thing for the end of our show. So stay with us.
We'll show you around the place a little bit. Rudy's going to be back in a little while to talk more about the short ribs and the salmon and the tuna here. But let's kick off the show with a great organization that's just kind of getting their feet underneath them.
Just at the very beginning, yep.
Yeah, and March is a month where we spotlight women.
Yes.
So we thought
it's Women's Month, and I am.
I thought every month was Women's Month, but
anything's every day is
turns out it's March.
No, it's March.
I got a month.
So anyway, these nice folks have come together, and they saw a need where people had, with the COVID and abuse and some of the things that women go through, they wanted to start a group that not only counseled them, but make it free for everybody. So let's learn more about the warrior in her.
Connected with the women I do the support groups with, and we started coming up with the ideas for the warrior in her and expanding it to mental health as well. And so now we're trying to help improve quality of life for women with chronic illnesses and mental health conditions. It has been overwhelmingly positive. There's women I've met that kind of break down in tears because they've had all these health issues and they've been struggling with COVID and the anxiety of just living with that and the isolation and everything. And so I think they're just so relieved to know there's going to be services that they can get that counseling support they need, because a lot of counselors are backed up.
I think it'll be amazing. I mean, because they're just starting to, I'm just seeing things on TV and stuff about mental illness, and I've been diagnosed with PTSD, ADHD, survivor guilt. I just want to help, because I know how my life's been, and it's, how I felt about myself. I had no confidence, no self-esteem, and this has really brought out a lot. I feel so much better.
I think a lot of people don't even realize when they're going through all those health conditions or even overcoming trauma or PTSD, they don't even realize they need to talk about it. A lot of people hold it in because there's so much stigma, and then when you try to talk to your family and friends about it, if they haven't experienced the same thing, they might feel uncomfortable.
People want to talk about it with other people that have been through it. You know what I mean? Because they know the feelings. People that have never been through abuse or a traumatic experience, they don't know. They might feel bad and think they know, but they don't know.
I think a lot of women are excited to have it in the community, and that's what we're raising the money for now, is to get the building so we can open all those services.
To find out more about the Warrior in Her, you can go to their website, inher.com, or you can go to their Facebook page, and their gala is coming up fast. And if you'd like to be a part of it, and you just saw the Warrior of the Year, I mean, it should be a really fun event. It's at Buell Park, Avalon at Buell Park.
They were so incredibly kind when they reached out, and we try to do our best. If you call us, we're going to do our best to call you back. So.
That's right.
We were just talking today, this month is dedicated to women.
Right.
And we're, of course, big advocates for women. We love them. We want them to succeed. And that happens in so many different facets of life and facets of business. And you can think about a woman being in business, but oftentimes you don't think about them being in the business of steel.
Yeah, or owning the business.
Right. Well, that brings us to our story about Warren Fabricating. For years now, the idea of a working woman, a working mom, has become a societal norm. But women to own businesses are still in the minority, especially in the field of steel fabrication. That brings us to the story behind Warren Fabricating.
Warren Fabricating was created in 1967 by my father, John Rebhan. Started out in an 8,000 square foot garage and has evolved over the last 50 some years into one of the largest fabricating and machining companies in North America.
Regina Rebhan Mitchell is now the owner and leader of this side of the family business. Glamorous or not, it's clear she is someone who was literally forged from fire that continues to burn for the sake of this business.
Well, I think that our industry is not especially glamorous, but the work that we do is so important. We still build a lot of power generation equipment, and we are considered an essential business, and all through COVID, we worked the entire time, because while everybody was sitting at home, they needed their electricity to turn on, and we're a part of that supply chain. So it's the work that we do that is so rewarding, which is why I think people want to be involved. Plus, it's very interesting. Almost everything we build is different.
Regina's father included his children in building the business from the moment they could be on the shop floor. There was nowhere else Regina wanted to be, thanks to a nudge from her dad.
I've done payroll, I've done bookkeeping, I've done invoicing. So I worked in the office quite a bit, and then literally my dad said, you have to go out on the floor. And he put me through the quality control system. We had a level 3 quality control manager here for years. He was my mentor. I got certified in the NDE and NDE inspections and worked through quality control and as project manager for many, many years.
As of 2022, Regina received the certificate and distinction of being a woman-owned business. And in the world of fabrication, that certification opens doors that benefit their end customers.
Over the last decade, it's become apparent to us that supplier diversity is very important to our customers and to the government agencies that our customers work for. So last year, as a woman-owned business, we decided to get certified through the Women's Business Enterprise National Council. And we are fully certified and can appreciate our customers' need to have that supplier diversity in their chain.
You may not realize it, but Warren Fabricating takes on projects that are bigger than life and technically bring life to places that you might not even think about. And it all happens at their Hubbard, Ohio facility.
Our niche has been really oversized, gigantic precision machining and fabricating. So we have a 150-ton crane in our machine shop. And that is above probably the average scale of the average fabricator in Northeast Ohio, but also in North America. I mean, I think there are only a few of us that are dealing in that size, magnitude. So the investment in the oversized equipment and the heavy crane and all of that stuff gives us a real niche industry that we're focused on.
And the future is even bigger than the present thanks to the woman in charge. Massive capital investments means that Warren Fabricating can take on work that competes in sectors of business that boggles the mind.
Continual reinvestment in equipment and personnel is very important. In today's day and age, we're constantly competing with a lot of overseas companies, so we need to keep our processes as efficient as possible, and that has to do with new technology. So over the last 3 years, we've done about a $7.5 million investment in the company, including 3 new horizontal mills, 2 new bridge mills, a massive investment in our sub-arc equipment and our welding equipment. And we are looking forward to this year investment in new burning technologies.
It could be easy to get lost in the vastness of the space and the hugeness of the projects, but Regina has stayed focused on the details that matter the most, the people who bring these massive projects to life.
Well, I think having a strong team is what makes us so amazing. I mean, the dedication and loyalty of our employees, working on Saturdays and Sundays if we have to, they're there for us and we try to be there for them. It's always been important to us as owners to provide good quality health care, life insurance benefits, guaranteed overtime, all the things that people really, I think means a lot to them that, you have to take care of your people in order to be successful today.
Wow, what an impressive, everybody there, what an impressive group.
They are impressive, and the size of it is just unbelievable. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I did have a chance to talk to some of the other women and the other employees that work for them. They are so dedicated to family. There's never a doctor's appointment that's missed. There's never a baseball game that's missed. Mm-hmm. When you talk to Regina, of course, she's going to lead with all of those things, but she takes care of these people and this dedication to tradition and this valley in ways that she's one of my favorite people. She has been for a long time, but now to know her on this level is just a real gift. So
it's fantastic.
We will have more Valley Spotlight from Magic Tree Pub and Eatery right here in Boardman, one of the coolest places.
Yeah, we got to eat something. We'll take a little break.
I had a lot of wasabi, so I'm going to take a break.
And short ribs.
While we take a break. RC Compounding specializes in preparing affordable and natural hormone replacement therapy just for you.
I was spinning my wheels before. I didn't know what was wrong, and now I feel I have a sounder mind. I can sleep better. When your hormones are off, your whole body is off, your mind is off. So I feel a lot better. I feel like I can do anything.
RC Compounding, we care about your health. Papa Canzonetta's peppers, recipe established in 1975. A family secret is now yours to share with the people who add spice to your life. Choose from mild and hot versions, plus our famous original blend too. They're the perfect punch for any dish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got the recipes to prove it. Just follow us on Facebook, order online at papacans.com and pick your peck. papacans.com, order 6 jars or more and qualify for free shipping. We like it hot. We're glad you do too.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, Magic Tree, here in Boardman for our Valley Spotlight show, and it's time to check in at Pestos Test Kitchen.
Yes, and they do a wonderful job of plating here, but Mark Canzonetta, he is one of our experts.
Sometimes the plates make the difference.
They do.
Back to Pestos Test Kitchen. We talked about plating things.
We did.
We had empty plates.
We had empty plates and Post-it notes.
And now we have full plates, and the notes are over there, and we can finally have some fun.
Yeah. So we got all these great upcoming line from Steelite, one of their newest lines.
Yep.
And
I guess these plates are from Portugal.
Yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous, aren't they?
Wonderful.
They play with your eyes, and I love it because I'm a big Salvador Dali fan, as you know. Yep. So I love it. The swirls and all
Romper
that.
room.
Yeah,
like
all that stuff.
She had that whole thing.
HR puff and stuff.
All right, all these great things are on the menu too, which
they
is
are.
nice.
These
so
are a lot of our new things. A lot of our new things. A lot more vegan food now that we're back almost to normal.
Why don't we just do all the vegan ones since we're talking about vegan right now? I'll just start with this one in the back.
So you know how the Valley is crazy about linguine greens or any kind of pasta greens. Yep. So what we did is we did a vegan take on it, and these are rice noodles. So it's not only vegan, but it's gluten-free. Okay. And we also serve this with a vegan Parmigiano Reggiano. So it's rice noodles, roasted garlic oil, Fresno chilies, baby spinach, salt, pepper chilies, and it's just fantastic.
We tasted it.
You tasted it. You loved it.
It's legit. It's legit. What's that called on the menu?
It is called roasted garlic, baby spinach, and rice noodles.
There you go. All right. Is this a vegan one?
That's vegan as well.
Okay. What's in this?
That is black forbidden rice. These are zuki beans from India with garbanzo beans, and they're in a red spicy curry sauce. And so it goes really, really well together. Again, 100% gluten-free, 100% vegan. So that healthy protein-based food that you're needing when you're vegan, or just changing your diet.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. Yeah, absolutely.
I never heard of forbidden rice.
Forbidden rice. It was only supposed to be eaten by the emperor.
Is that right?
Yes.
And look where we are today.
Here we are, Youngstown, Ohio. This came all the way from China.
21st century.
Yes.
Is that a vegan one?
It is.
Yeah, I'll move this so this camera can get it, okay?
So this is our new eggplant lasagna. It's a vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free eggplant lasagna.
No kidding.
And that is a dairy-free feta cheese, which is absolutely phenomenal. So we take the eggplant, we bread it, we crispy fry it, and it's in a special process. Not one of those things where I'm going to kill you for the recipe, but it just really makes like a truly fried breading that's vegan. You know, and it's absolutely, and then we use our lentil bolognese on it, so amazing.
Is it hard to get the vegan ingredients? I know it seems like its supply chain is really
It used
tough.
to be very difficult.
Yeah.
Now the supply chain, as far as a lot of the vegan, substitute proteins, substitute cheeses, dairy-free options are a lot more readily available, and it's fantastic because now, I've always been an advocate of if you're feeding somebody that has an alternative dietary lifestyle, give them something that you design that tastes really, really great, so they don't feel like they're getting what's your vegetable of the day.
Right. Here's my green beans.
Yes. Here's my green beans.
So
here's my broccoli. There you go.
Might as well do the salad since we're talking about veggies.
That is a baby kale, apple, caramelized pecan salad with a bourbon and apple cider vinaigrette.
Suitable for sharing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And this is on top. That's a chunk of peanut brittle?
It's like a peanut brittle, a pecan brittle. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, finally, we get to the burger, right?
Yeah, that's Chef Allen. That was his. He wanted to do. He has this black shiitake mushroom burger, and the garlic that we use in the aioli is fermented black garlic from China. so it almost tastes sweet and prune-like, and we mix that in with our aioli. It's our typical smash burger, Swiss cheese, Gruyere cheese, and then we put sauteed shiitake mushrooms with it, and a special brioche bun with black sesame seeds.
All right, I'm going to switch spots with this so the camera can pick this up. Boy, it seems
lamb
like
chops, they've been on the menu for a while now. They're a Valley favorite.
Everybody loves them.
Everybody loves lamb chop. Everybody loves the lamb chop. You know, Michael Alberini serves his with the classic char seasoning, and everybody loves that. We wanted to do something a little different.
What's so different about this?
This is more Mediterranean. This is more Greek-inspired. Lemon, parsley, garlic, in with the sauce that's on top, fire grilled.
Nice. Yeah. Is it okay to just grab them and eat them, or do you have to
pick it up? That's why I call them lamb bones. It's got a natural handle.
Yes.
Natural
I like
handle.
like a Viking when I eat. You know what I mean?
Well,
anyway.
I know you drink champagne like a Viking.
I do, right out of the bottle.
So just a quick seafood fritto misto. You know, clams, shrimp, and calamari crispy fried in our tempura with a saffron and garlic aioli and some Fresno chili.
Okay, and then this last one's kind of hard to see, so I'm going to put it here for the camera. What's this?
It's trending. It's popular.
Ooh,
it's the new burnt Basque cheesecake.
Okay.
And Basque country is in San Sebastian.
Basque, B-A-S-Q-U-E.
Okay. It's like you're basking in the sun.
Gotcha.
So this is basked in the sun a little bit too long. So it's a really creamy cheesecake. We add a little bit extra heavy whipping cream to the batter, so it makes it really creamy on the outside. But then when you cook it slow at first on a lower temperature, then you boost the temperature up high, so it darkens the top crust.
Can I put chocolate on it and stuff like that?
We're going to go with salted caramel because everything is better with salted caramel.
I would agree.
So talk about your Viking funeral. We put you on a raft, cover you with salted caramel, light some arrows on fire, and put you down the sea.
Yeah, you want to pop?
Sure.
Grab a pop.
All right.
Okay, new menu is out.
Been out.
There's probably more than this on it, correct?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Bistro 1907.
Lamb bones.
Downtown. Oh, this is good.
Right.
What's the sauce?
That's romesco, and that is a garlic, olive oil, lemon, and parsley sauce.
Really good.
Thank you.
Really good. Little toast. All right. Good job. Pestos Test Kitchen on location, downtown Youngstown. Beautiful. As always. Check them out.
Can't help it.
Downtown Youngstown, Bistro 1907.
We can't do plating without wine glasses, and these are Steel Light, of course,
Yeah, it's time
right?
for our perfectly plated segment. And we went back up to the Grand Resort in Trumbull County, where they actually do a class to teach the servers more about wine, more about opening a wine bottle in front of people, and how to pour it the correct way.
That would make me so nervous.
I thought it'd be fun for everybody to learn.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to learn to open a bottle of wine. It's ongoing wine education for our staff so that they're more confident in selling and presenting wine at the table. Just like a can opener, you're twisting against that blade to cut the foil. And the better cut you make, the easier this next part is. We do these classes to teach and to get them more comfortable with opening the bottle of wine. So when the customer orders one live, they're more confident doing it. The worm with the corkscrew, run my index finger along it, and then I go in at an angle and push down in, straighten up and turn at the same time so that you're biting into the cork with that sharp point. Then you just turn like this until that last turn of the worm is about halfway in. Then you bend the handle backwards, drop your two-step corkscrew down so that the upper lip hits the lip of the bottle. Hold tightly with this hand and you're lifting just part way. Drop the handle down again, and now you're hitting the lower lip of the corkscrew and you're lifting again, and it comes right out. There you go, and stand it up and turn at the same time. That's very good. Wonderful. Get a little deeper dig into it. Into his glass, and then twist the bottle as you turn it back up. There you go. And then invite him to taste it. Make sure the label is facing him, and invite the gentleman to try the wine. Wine is a natural product, usually under a cork, which is a natural product. There can be flaws that can happen with the wine, that the wine tastes off, or maybe it was an older vintage and it didn't hold up that well. Always on the right side, and then you want to turn the glass, or turn the bottle is I dip my wrist down so that when you bring it back up, you're turning the bottle and it spins the wine back into the bottle so you have fewer drips. We always have new staff and there's always more to learn and always time to need to refine skills and make sure everyone's, and the wine list changes constantly as well. So you always want to make sure that you don't over pour. If there's a lot of people at the table, you don't want to pour too much wine so that the host, you can stop there. That's a good turn, very good. And then once they are more confident in opening it, they're probably more confident then in recommending wines or recommending the wine list in general. Place the bottle on the table with the label facing him. Wine can be intimidating for everyone who's new to it. So but the biggest struggle is with the wine is just opening the bottle. It can be nerve-wracking for a newer server because you're doing it in front of customers, live in front of customers. And then the last thing that you do is finish off back with the host and top off their pour. Present the bottle back in front of them with the label facing the person who bought the wine. And then you leave the cork with that bottle and enjoy your wine. If I can get you anything else, you let me know. They really enjoy them and they feel more confident. One of our servers, our bartenders, she was so excited. She said, I feel so much better about wine. And the next day she commented, I was so excited when people came and sat at the bar and wanted to see the wine list.
So can you imagine having to do that at the table and then presenting the cork and putting the bottle the correct way and then pointing out, doing all the glasses to make sure you have enough for the guy that bought the wine in the first place?
I'm not good at any of that. But Brian Jones, he was wearing a sweater vest, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
I just love seeing Brian.
Him and Jim Trestle. Right. All right, let's take our break.
Stick around, and then this dress that I'm wearing, well, there is a reason. Normally I don't get so dressed up on a Sunday anymore, but there's a good reason for it.
Okay, be right back.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make. Only A to Z.com.
Well, Ducat not only sells the product, but we service them. We have parts and service support for every machine that you buy at Ducat. You are purchasing a machine, it's eventually going to break or need work, and we are here to do that. You don't get that from an online sale or a mass merchant. They just don't have the ability to have the parts and the service. We send our mechanics to school every year. We have 2 Briggs & Stratton master service technicians. There are not many in the country, probably less than 5,000 in the country, and we have 2 at Ducat. And we also have gold certified steel mechanics and numerous certifications in parts and service for every brand that we carry.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Welcome back to the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery in Boardman, Ohio.
Still have some time to get here, open until 8 o'clock tonight.
You know what else is also in Boardman, Ohio?
What?
On Market Street in Boardman.
What?
Not Sweeney.
Okay.
Penny Pinchers.
Oh, thank
Remember?
goodness. Yes. Yeah.
Remember?
It's been a
Oh
little
my
bit.
gosh, it's been a long time for me to catch up with these wonderful ladies, but they are the ones who sponsored this dress today. I only paid $12 and it went to the best cause ever. Well, anyone that knows me on this show knows that I like a heck of a deal, and I like a great deal that comes with a great cause. And Lisa, nice to see you.
Lauren, nice to see you too.
We are out here at Penny Pinchers in Boardman, and truth be told, Lisa, one of my favorite places ever. And she knows it. I've been coming here for years.
Long time, Lauren, yes.
Everybody asks me where I get my clothes from. They're like, where do you get the clothes? You have so many different outfits. You must spend a ton of money on everything that you have. And the answer is always no. I come here. I've come here for so many different types of things. Not only are you guys wonderful people, but you support a wonderful cause.
Yes.
So for people that have never known this about me before, explain to them what it is that you guys do here, and you've been here a long time too, right?
Yes, I have almost 10 years. Yeah. So Penny Pinchers has been in business since 1962 in the Valley, Lauren.
I was gonna say, and we have wonderful people that are shopping all the time.
Mary, Hi, Mary.
And putting stuff back. I love it. I love it.
Right. So right now our charity is the Silver Lining Cancer Fund, and that is a local cancer charity. They give cash to people who are going through active chemo and or radiation treatment. All that money stays in the Tri-County area.
Right here.
They are all volunteers at Silver Lining. We're mostly volunteers here. So every penny that we make here, minus our expenses, goes towards Silver Lining Cancer Fund. And then Silver Lining also has a couple of big events throughout the year at Mr. Anthony's. And that's where they get a lot of their money too. And all that money goes to local cancer patients to help with expenses, deductibles, rides to Cleveland Clinic, things like that. And that charity's been around since 1981. In the area.
It's remarkable. She pushed it all into like just a few sentences, but then when you walk into the store, there is this sense of, you guys merchandise. You guys have really high-end brands for next to nothing. I'm talking literally, it's penny pinchers, and there's a reason, because it's pennies on the dollar for what a lot of these pieces of clothing would cost.
Yes, ma'am.
All donations. If you're looking through your closet right now, you guys are always accepting donations.
Absolutely. We accept donations any season. Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
We do consignments also. That's a 60-40 split.
Okay.
And a consignment is seasonal. Right now we're taking spring, but we love donations because, like I said, 100% goes straight to the Silver Lining Cancer Fund. Minus
I can't think of a better reason to shop, and that's I think probably is what got me in a little bit of trouble over the years. I could spend a ton of money in here.
Yeah.
Not only do they have the great ladies department, they've got shoes, they've got purses, they have a men's department, and then a housewares department too.
Yeah, we have housewares. We have antiques, collectibles, home decor, linens, things like that. I mean, you know how expensive it is when you go to buy a comforter set. Retail, it's like $200 and something for just, a full or a queen size. You can get them here at Penny Pinchers new for like $30.
That's the one thing that I do want people to know. Like, a lot of the stuff here is either a brand that is, world renowned, or brand new items. And I have to say, I do have to clean out my closet. I have gotten a little bit larger since my first time ever walking in here, so I probably need to clean out my closet myself. But the hours here, and you guys are open all the time and made it through COVID, which...
We did. We made it through COVID. Barely, but we did it just because of the help of some wonderful supporters that have been supporting our cause, since way before even I was born. So,
right, me too.
So we did make it through. We do want to raise some extra money here at Penny Pinchers, and you can just go ahead and donate if you'd like to us, just so we can keep our cause going. We want to go ahead and upgrade our computer system.
Yeah, that POS software stuff to make it a little bit easier, so they don't have to do everything by hand.
And that stuff we have to raise that money ourselves, because every single penny we get, we give to that charity, because it's such a good cause. So
updating the systems would be wonderful.
Yes,
and you guys are open. What are the hours here?
10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Simple enough. Lisa, thank you for always making me look so good.
Lauren, you're beautiful, no matter what.
I did wear something that I bought here a couple of years ago. So
did you?
I did. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, now you get to shop.
Right. Okay.
Come on.
See you later. All right.
Deals. There's deals everywhere.
There's deals everywhere.
Exciting.
And such beautiful, stunning clothing. And then you are supporting the Silver Linings Cancer Fund.
Can't beat it.
Which stays right here, as Lisa was telling us. I don't know. I walk in there, I feel at home.
Absolutely great.
I can't focus. I just like to shop.
All right, you and Kelly Warren got together.
Sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
Shocking.
I know.
Seems like that's the way it's going these days.
But is it going to continue? And what about the increase in housing prices? She has all the answers for us. We were just gazing out the window at some lake views out here in Cortland, but it's summer. Kel, we're in the kitchen, this beautiful kitchen, and there's open space, lots of time and space to have friends over finally. after all this COVID stuff has at least calmed down a little bit, and it's March. It's Women's Month. Yay! And it's the start of the real estate season. All these things happening at once.
Fun.
I have to say, first of all, we are dedicating a lot of this show to women in the Valley and women in business, women in general. And you have been at the helm of your real estate company from the very beginning. Why? And I've looked up to you. So why'd you do it in the first place? Thank you.
I love what I do. I love helping people. I love selling real estate. I love having the company and everybody that works with and for me. And it's just it's something I'm passionate about, and it's something that's fun. And
you kind of take care of them.
Yes.
They're like your extended family.
Yes.
We have lots of children. I know you have lots of them, but then there's even more, and that's kind of how I feel.
They're all family. Yes.
Taking care of people. When it comes to what is happening with the real estate market right this very moment is groundbreaking, and it's so fast that if you blink, you're gonna miss it.
Yeah, I could talk about it for days, and by then all the houses are sold. So,
so what's driving it? I mean, is it really because the new construction and just the resale value of what's already there is really,
Yeah, the predictions of the market are all over the place. I read every article and watch every news clip of anything real estate related. So, predictions of how's the market going to go through the year, the interest rate's going to go up, and okay, now there's a war happening, so they're coming back down, and okay, the market's going to stall off, and it's going to drop, and it's going to rise, and everybody is everywhere with this.
Right, people say that these home prices are going to fall, and then it's going to be, another just terrible situation, but at the same time, I feel like this area specifically, things have been so undervalued for so long.
Yep, my take on it is that our prices needed to catch up with the rest of the world. I mean, we're never going to be LA, but we have been so low for so long that we were due for a correction. And I also feel that with the prices of lumber and gas and employees and everything else, that to build or to renovate is more expensive now. So it makes more sense to sell a house and move into a new house. And it makes more sense that the resale homes are worth more because of those changes. So I don't think that we're going to see any kind of drastic changes or drops. I do think that maybe at some point the market will level off. And we would appreciate the breather. It's okay.
Yeah, they need a nap.
Yes.
For people that are thinking about selling, you had mentioned to me just a few seconds ago that it couldn't be a better time.
Oh my gosh, if you don't plan to live in your house for more than the next 2 or 3 years, don't wait till then, sell it now, because I can't tell you how the market's going to be in 2 or 3 years. What I can tell you is that today, interest rates are low. Today, there's no competition. The market is, houses are selling in days, they're selling for or above asking, so I can promise you that if you put your house on the market now or in the near future, it will sell quickly and for top dollar.
And you could go live in your parents' basement until you find the next one.
You don't even need to do that. We've got solutions, and I think that's one of the biggest hang-ups. Everybody says,
where am I
would
go?
sell, but there's nothing else for sale. The houses are coming for sale. They're just selling in so many days instead of months that it feels like there's not a big inventory. But if your house is under contract because you put it on the market even though you didn't know where you were going, and your house is under contract, now you can buy when something comes on the market, even if it's sold in 2 days. You can be one of the people who get it in 2 days.
Yeah.
And we're getting people possession. I just sold a house in February that they get to stay there until June. So the buyers are willing to give you that time for you to find somewhere else to go because they want your house that badly.
That is a huge statement, and that is a little bit as to what happened in this particular gorgeous cabin, which we'll have more details on this place coming soon. But Kelly, as always, give people the phone number and the website.
330-717-2689 or online at kellysoldit.com.
I dream about it.
Those numbers are in your brain.
Happy Women's Month to a great lady.
Heels is the low-cost living, anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza's Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. I'm constantly asked by news sources how to best navigate today's real estate market. I call the brightest agents in the business to get their input. Hi, Kelly. What's going on in the Mahoney Valley area?
Hi, Barbara. The market in the Mahoning Valley has remained strong.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Sellers are enjoying the safety of the Guaranteed Sold program, and buyers and sellers love the 3D tour and the free moving truck.
Get the best advice from my friend Kelly Warren. Go to kellysoldit.com. Be safe and smart.
We are back. Welcome back to Valley Spotlight at our Magic Tree location here in Boardman today.
Today's Sunday, so if you don't have a chance to get out here tonight and you're coming on Monday, it's $2 off all drafts, and then T-shirt Tuesday.
We just found out about T-shirt Tuesday. If you wear a T-shirt that has a Magic Tree logo on it from now or the past, half off your wine and half off your beers.
So great. And then, don't worry, there's $3 mimosas, half off margaritas on the Saturdays and Sundays.
Great drink
specials. It doesn't matter when you're coming out here.
It's fantastic. We haven't cut into the pretzel.
We didn't even get in there yet.
I know. We're gonna do that.
Well,
I have like a steak knife here. We can knock it out if you want to. Oh, you want to do it now? Well, okay then.
I do
What's
a little
your favorite
bit.
sauce? There's 4 different kinds of sauce.
I don't know, but I usually like to go for the hot one. This feels hot.
It looks buffalo-y. Yeah. So anyhow, check it out. They have the owner. We just talked to him. We're going to visit with him, John Rudy, in a little bit, and he's been on the job for 4 years now, and it's fantastic. And they just had the biggest St. Patrick's Day party you've ever seen.
Yes, they did, and the weather cooperated. Knock on wood.
Right.
That is hot, Fred. You will love it, no doubt.
All right.
No doubt.
Yeah. Live music on the weekends. It's a great place. They had one band play on St. Patrick's Day for 7 hours. County Mayo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You know how they kind of, the bagpipes go from this place to that place to all around town? They just parked it right here and we're here all day long.
They're going to have to hydrate. And afterwards, they're going to need a cup of coffee.
That's right.
And
Let's go.
we got to visit our friends at Youngstown Coffee. If you've seen their bags at Giant Eagle, they are impressive. And the blends that they've made are wow factor. So take a look at this.
We are standing in the roastery of Youngstown Coffee Company, and it is important because Youngstown deserves good coffee every day, all the time.
Tim Ferriss has been with this company since the very beginning. The roastery is actually located in the back of the Boardman Havana House location. The space might be small, but the scent is huge, and it all started thanks to one single brew. The owner, Tony Bellato, knew his team was onto something strong, to say the least.
The birth of Youngstown Coffee Company really started when Luke Foster, who is actually an employee at Nile Savannah House, he created his own blend for cold brew. And we put it on tap at Nile Savannah House, and it blew up. And Tony, saw an opportunity and took it, and here we are 5 years later.
In those 5 years, this crew has developed new blends, new flavors, and new methods to ensure taste and quality. But it all starts with that all-important bean.
What makes a good cup of coffee is, number one, good beans, and we've got that checked off the list. The next thing is somebody who knows what they're doing when they're roasting, and our roasters, Luke and Garrett, they've been here since the beginning, and they've only been improving their craft since.
Once the beans are roasted, the blends can be created, and Youngstown Coffee has plenty of creative ones to offer.
I personally love our single origins. We source our beans from all over the world, best quality that we can find. Personally, I suggest the Nicaraguan or the Ethiopian. Can't go wrong with those. We also have a lot of blends, and those blends are a mixture of those single origins. So our Spotted Owl blend is really popular. Our Breakfast blend is really popular. And then we have a ton of flavors, and those are really our best sellers. Everybody loves our flavors.
The Roast Masters make this space come alive every Tuesday. They even have specialty blends that are created with and for local breweries like Birdfish, located in Columbiana. But with so many different ways to enjoy coffee, how do the experts take theirs? Tim was happy to share a cup of knowledge with us. And there's no K-cup involved. Here's why.
Temperature of water. Temperature of water. That's why K-cups, for anyone that enjoys a really good cup of coffee, or coffee snobs tend to steer away from K-cups. And I know they're really popular because they're really easy, but K-cups, the temperature of their water is so high, and the higher the temperature of the water, the more acidity that's brought out in a cup of coffee.
How about that? In the back of Havana House, that's where they're located.
Right.
It all started with iced coffee, or cold brew, or sorry, not iced coffee.
Yeah, well, yeah. You gotta say it right. We don't want the coffee people get mad at you.
No.
But it's amazing all the things they can do with coffee.
And it smells so good
I
in there.
had an espresso martini the other day.
You did?
Well, a sip of one, yeah. I had a sip of one.
I was going to say,
It's not
what
really
happened
my
to you,
favorite
buddy?
thing in the world, but I did have. I think you can do just about anything. So.
All right, we have dedicated most of our show to women. It's March, and it is Women's Month. And at Rusty Church, they, of course, they love anyone, and they love to welcome anyone, no matter where they are in their journey. But when it comes to women, everything that we take on our shoulders, sometimes you need a little extra help, and they have the people to do it.
Then they come in with smiling faces. Here
They
you go.
do. Well, happy Sunday, everybody, and here we are. We are talking about the ladies at Rust City Church. Not that the guys are not super important, you are, but for a minute, we'll just put a timeout on that and introduce you to Courtney Hobbs. She is the women's pastor out here, and Courtney, it's a pleasure to meet you finally.
Oh, it's a joy and honor to meet you.
The whole team has said, wait till you meet her, Lauren, wait till you meet her, and I finally have a chance to meet her, and they are not wrong. What this woman has been able to do, not just here at Rust City, but within our community, has great value to women first, and then that benefits every single man around her. Is that a fair way to put it?
Oh, yes. Yes, honestly. Yeah.
So your role here, dedicated to the ladies. Sometimes ladies try to take on too much. They think they're going to take on the world.
True.
And that's not always possible without a little bit of help. So what do you guys do, and why is that door one that's so big and so open for you?
Yes, so what I find is that, like you mentioned, for women, a lot of times we have to carry the world on our shoulders, okay? At times, wearing multiple hats, even throughout like life. So what I find even in this season is that self-care, self-awareness, self-wellness, all of those self-words, okay?
Which sounds selfish,
right?
Right? It sounds
Right.
selfish. Even
Right.
for me, and
Yeah.
even saying it out loud, I'm even thinking for you, it's like, sounds like it's a lot about me.
Right,
We're not supposed to be like that.
Right, that's
but-
what we're taught. But just like you said, in this moment in time, putting an emphasis on that, like you have to be okay for you first before you can be a great wife, a great mother, whatever relationship context that you have to be okay. So just like you said, even through the pastoring, implementing things that empower women, to let you know that you're a woman first. Before doing anything else in life, you're a woman. So I think that's key.
I'm listening. I know we're on TV right now and we only got so much time, but my gosh, even just you saying it that way with such kindness wrapped around it makes it feel like it's okay to focus on what's within.
Oh, yes.
So once we sort of do that, but there are other things that you guys have the ability to put in front of women that maybe don't happen right here at the church.
Oh,
you wear a lot of different hats in life.
Yes, so definitely. So we make the connection with mental health agencies in the area. So I'm also a licensed counselor. But yes, just focusing on the mental well-being of women. So we do have connections throughout, Trimble, Mahoning, Columbiana County, in the area, just to make sure, again, that they're okay, Also for like emotional support, we do make sure that even physically, sometimes we come in contact with women who don't know the value of even having a primary care doctor.
Right.
Just to let them know, like, okay, everything's all right, let's check and, make sure physically that you're okay as well. So I love it because as we make these connections in the community, we're looking at the woman as like a holistic being, making sure that we're okay in every, aspect of the lives.
Once you get the ladies to say, you know what, it's okay for me to be engaged in a journey like this, I would think that there would be like a waiting list. Is the program full, or can you take more, or how do you guys make sure that you fulfill that kind of need when it's just you.
I
mean,
yes.
I know you have everybody around you, but like, woo, that's heavy for you, honey buns.
Right. So then here we have one more woman's pastor. Her name is Audrey, actually.
Okay.
Yes, so we team up together, but again, we outsource and we delegate. So we have a team. Yes, we have a team of individuals broken up into groups so that we're able to contact, women and be very intentional with reaching out, because like you said, the larger the number gets, it's hard. We don't want anyone to fall through the cracks.
Exactly.
So that's important, just assigning a team to help in those areas.
The last 2 years through this pandemic, and it looks like we can finally see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel as we head into this spring season here. Did that change the dynamic for the program? I would think that everything falling apart sort of around us makes it hard.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
On the women with the homeschooling and being a mom and a daughter and a friend and working full time. I'm saying it because I know it.
I was like, that sounds perfect.
Because I know it.
Yes, I do as well. It's interesting that you said that. I believe that I was allowed to go through that journey. Actually, I was a full-time worker, homeschooling children, balancing it all, cooking, cleaning, and still showing up every day for others who need me. Mm-hmm. So just like you said, I can relate to that. But yes, so in knowing that, it was easier to put things in place because I can connect from a place of just, hey, compassion, and I've been there, so I understand. Yeah. So definitely online, definitely online connections is important because we want it to stay safe, Yeah. We had to stay safe. But online Zooms, online connections, just meeting women, and then two, just inviting them and letting them know that you're loved, you're valued, and that it's a safe environment.
And you're heard.
Oh yeah.
I feel like just sitting here listening to you, she's like hearing, she's like knowing.
Yes.
It's amazing what they can do out here at Rust City. We are so proud to work with you guys. Thank you for helping us, tell great stories about the entire area. We can't do it without people like you.
Oh no,
so
thank you. Thank you, Lauren.
Can I be honest with you on something?
Yes, please do.
Courtney and I exchanged phone numbers.
Really?
We did.
Huh.
Sometimes it's hard to make friends when you're so busy with life and kids. She's one of those people that I really enjoy talking to, and makes you feel comfortable. No matter what you're doing, or no matter what you have, and they have a lot of people like that. So Courtney, we are going to get together. Their kids, and maybe not even our kids.
Yeah.
Okay?
Just a little girls' night.
She's just wonderful. You would love her.
I tried to get her number. It didn't.
We'll leave it at that.
All right, let's take our last break.
Yes, and then we'll be back right here at Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. And you can see we've eaten most of the salmon.
Yeah, there's been some eatery going on.
The tuna and then the salmon too. Outrageous. You have a burger, a vegan burger that I cannot wait to see how this goes down.
Be right back.
And it really all started with salt, with Himalayan sea salt. That's where it all started because of a patient who came in and told me about the benefits of salt therapy, which is inhaling Himalayan sea salt, an aerosolized Himalayan sea salt. And I found that my patients were having fantastic results using salt therapy, and I wanted to know how could I incorporate the Himalayan sea salt into products that would benefit the sinuses and the skin. And that's where Salt Me was born.
Whether it's dinner out with friends and family or your next catered event, Rachel's Restaurant in Austintown always makes it special and delicious. Award-winning cuisine, relaxing atmosphere, and so much more. Rachel's Restaurant, Austintown.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight. Just about ready to wrap things up for Magic Tree. We thought we'd bring Rudy back in. I've really enjoyed every single thing here.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, guys.
And our vegans out there, we know that they have a voice, and there's a reason they are so incredibly healthy. Okay, we'll get to that in a second.
Oh, sorry.
But these pierogies, I've never met a pierogi I don't like. You don't know this about me, but I love them.
Yeah, we do.
And these are outstanding. So if you're looking for a vegan-friendly pierogi, come here.
Right.
And if you're looking for a vegan-friendly burger,
Here it is.
It's 100% vegan.
I'm going to talk about it, and I'll cut it up.
There's a specific way that you do this to make sure that it's...
vegan?
Yes, the bun's vegan also.
Okay.
So yeah, we actually have a separate griddle on the grill, a separate spatula, and we change our gloves too, so everything is not contaminated or crossed with meat. So it has its own special cooking process, but everything is 100% vegan. The bun, it's maple tofu bacon, it's a vegan cheese, and it's an Impossible patty, and then we also have vegan mayo.
And we put some on already.
So it is a 100% vegan burger.
We did? Yeah. Did we put enough?
I don't know. You want a little bit more?
I love mayonnaise.
It's good, trust me.
Well, while you do that, so what's your most, like, of the days of the week, and you have all these promotions going, give me the most popular, or the one that if somebody said, when should I go to Magic Tree, that you would pick this day?
The weekends are always great here. We tend to get our chef specials on the weekends. We try to work with some local farms to get local proteins or produce. But every day's a fun day here at Magic Tree, we love to say. So,
and you've been working like crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty much here every day. I do everything I'm cooking, but the team itself is all stepped up, and everybody's working together. Soon the patio opens. Yep. It has 100 seats. We have live entertainment every weekend. So basically, every day here at Magic Tree to me is a good day.
And they're all in a really good mood, especially after this weekend that they've had and COVID.
Right. I'm kind of surprised.
I know, me too. So kudos to you, Rudy.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate
John,
it.
Rudy.
Yeah, Rude.
All right.
Do that. I gotta do that.
The big, like Guy does it?
Yeah,
like Guy Fieri?
Now, we gotta be honest.
Let me be honest. Can I be honest? I don't think it's fair that vegans get this kind of food. You signed up to eat plants. You shouldn't get something that tastes as good. I'm just teasing. It's really good. Like, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know.
You honestly would not know.
No, it's a good burger. I honestly eat one once a week. I'll get some wings on the side, but I balance everything out. I'm not vegan, but
I was gonna say,
I love the vegan burger.
It feels like it's good for me. It's good for me, right?
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's healthy.
Maybe I should change
It actually tastes like bacon.
Yeah. It's a maple flavored bacon too.
Wow.
How about that? Wonderful.
Outstanding.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, give them the hours. Give them the website or Facebook page or whatever you want to do in case people want to learn more about Magic Tree.
We do a ton on our Facebook page. So if you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, website, magictreepubhandeatery.com. We open every day at 11 a.m., usually during the week, 10 o'clock, weekends 11.
Okay.
But when summer kicks in and the patio gets open, we'll stay open a little bit later on the weekends too. But yeah, we're right here on South Avenue in Boardman, locally owned.
Easy to get
locally.
to.
Yeah, very easy.
Right across from Mr. Anthony's.
Right across from Mr. Anthony's. So
Where are you from originally?
I am from Youngstown. I grew up on the east side of Youngstown.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a Youngstown guy. I lived away for a little bit, and I actually moved back about 4.5 years ago. I lived in Cleveland, and I missed home. I miss Youngstown. I miss my family and my friends. So I came home.
Yeah.
And it's been an incredible ride since I've been back in Youngstown.
Well, your friends and family in Cleveland can watch us if they download our Roku channel or watch us on valleyspotlight.com. If you're local WBCB all the time, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we're everywhere. We're like a bad penny.
Yeah.
We turn up everywhere.
All right, so
people like
that's
it or not.
For this show, our retro commercial this week, we take it back to when Apple computers and a woman that really, kind of stole the show in this commercial.
Yes, she did, because she wasn't a typical lady.
That's right. Bye. Have a good night.
I'm here with an average American homemaker with her own Apple personal computer. Jill, do you use your Apple for household budgeting?
Actually, I'm working in gold futures.
Well, you could probably put a lot of recipes in there, huh?
And you can do trend analyses, generate bar graphs.
Are you really a homemaker?
Of course.
So Apple is the appliance of the 80s for all those pesky household chores.
I also own a small steel mill.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.